A lot of hijinks out there that I haven't even told you about. You know, Scott the engineer was out there, who did a great job. He did a good job.
He had hijinks?
Yeah, well, he had hijinks because everyone was goofy. You know, whenever we travel with Scott, like a lot of the guys goof on him and stuff. So I think it was, the way I heard the story was, hey, Scott, come on in here, pal of mine. I'll give you a nice plug because you did a good job out there. Because he was on his own.
Flying solo.
I don't know if it's the bald head or just the sad sack way, but it's just fun to goof on Scott.
The whole package.
I mean, he is the more goof on. Do you see yourself as a sad sack? Do you see yourself as a sad sack? I mean, even with your cigarettes, how you have to get off the plane and light up the second you get off, and you're so addicted.
No, not at all.
Maybe it's the way you talk. It's like,
He's like wimpy.
Yeah, no, not at all. I mean, I love Scott. Don't get me wrong. It's just,
I do too. It's just that that's his demeanor.
Yeah.
Smile.
And even when things are like going right for him,
it's not right.
It's like, you know, when we got him, he was always complaining about money when we met him. We all gave him money. We gave him money.
About money.
And we let him, you know, set up a whole disco business. And even when it was going good, it was like, oh, I couldn't invest the money back into the business. I'm not really making any cash.
Gotta buy records. Put it back in the inventory.
Wouldn't be fun without complaining.
Right. Wouldn't be fun
Then when he has to do the gigs, I gotta lug the equipment.
And I got a bad back.
And then I try to get these interns to work for me and lug the equipment.
And they don't do it to my
Pay a guy and he still doesn't pack the car right.
I mean, there's always something wrong.
Drop my turntable.
It's always a problem. So anyway, so the guys got to travel. We very rarely see Scott outside of the radio station.
Sure.
It's very rare that we all get together. And in some form in Los Angeles, we were together because a lot of the guys ate together and stuff. So it turns out, I think it was Fred,
Right.
Jackie,
Yes.
Stuttering John, Scott the engineer,
Grillo.
and
With Gary?
Kathy Tobin all went to dinner together.
Okay.
I don't know what night this was.
This must have been after the Tonight Show. I remember.
Right after Tonight Show.
All right, yeah, they all went to
Everybody
dinner.
was grouping up.
Yeah. I guess you went back to your room like I did.
I didn't have any sleep that day.
Right, so you went back. Had you slept at all in the afternoon?
I slept about 90 minutes.
I see.
Nobody slept.
Well, you certainly had a good laugh at the Tonight Show. That had to put you in a better mood.
I wasn't sleepy then.
No. Even the sleepiest person in the audience was awake for that.
She was charged.
Didn't put anyone to bed.
That's how I knew it was good entertainment. I was dead, and I stayed awake for that whole thing.
Yeah. Oh, how could you not? So, anyway, Scott the engineer was out to dinner after the Triumphant Tonight Show appearance, and everyone was having dinner. So they went to a steakhouse, and Scott ordered a big Porterhouse steak, is it?
Porterhouse.
Yeah, Porterhouse steak. So,
Charred like my lungs.
So he ordered, because Scott has everything that's cancerous.
That's right, and cholesterol.
Come on, I wasn't the only one that had steak. It was a steakhouse, first of all.
And he had big cigarettes, too, I bet.
Excuse me, I have to go to the humidor.
Humidor. What was that, Scott's big joke?
Yeah, excuse me, but I have to go to the humidor.
Is that what he kept saying all dinner?
When he wanted to go get a cigarette.
Any humor?
Yeah, get it?
Come on, Jackie, you stole that for your act.
I go to the humidor to see if someone will give me a sense of humor.
Exactly. Obviously nothing.
I'll be
What
back.
do you find behind the humidor?
It was empty.
Why was he saying humidor? Because he had to go smoke?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
no.
birthday, so I told him to go, do something about her birthday, get a candle or something like that. So he had to make an excuse. So that was his excuse. But when he got back, he said, I went to look for the humidor.
To look at the humidor.
Nobody knew it was a joke.
Was Scott smoking at the dinner table?
No.
No. I respected the wishes of others.
But he would always come back with a little puff of smoke on the exhale.
But he smoked right up to the door when we walked.
Oh, did he? Did you guys discuss with him ahead of time that you didn't want smoking at the table?
No, as we walked in, we said, we want a non-smoking section, even, and the guy said, don't be silly, there's no smoking anymore.
Right, not in L.A. Restaurant. But was he smoking in the car?
No. Well, it was right next door to the hotel. We went to Morton's, so he just sleeps.
If I can't smoke, I'll eat meat that produces carcinogens.
I don't want the steak is extra hot so it's smoking as I eat it.
I can inhale the fumes.
Better
the grease?
I need more grease.
Bring me a lobster that's on fire.
I want to clog my arteries even more.
Please do not remove the fat.
Please, extra fat, if you will.
Matter of fact, the only thing at this point that could cheer me up is fatal cancer.
More drippings. So anyway,
Percentages the better. Give me the heart attack special.
so anyway, they go to dinner, right? And everyone's sitting there, and Scott orders his big, juicy steak.
Yes, his big Porterhouse.
So John gets the waitress and whispers to the waitress, "Do me a favor. When you bring the food, don't bring that guy's food. Say you forgot the food."
Say, are you ready to order?
Right.
Yeah. And then when he comes in, and then when Scott was looking for his food, she'll say, "You didn't order." And he'll go, "Are you ready to order?" That's what her line was. So she says she'll go along with it.
But it was great. Everybody.
Did you know they did this to you?
No.
He was out doing a good deed.
Yeah. I was out setting up,
Oh, you were out getting. Did you know now? Are you hearing about this for the first time now?
No, I know about it.
Right. So anyways, listen to this. So he. All right. So finally, you know how long it
But I
takes
don't
to
know
get
something
dinner.
else. I mean,
So finally, he goes to get. So they serve dinner, and everyone's. Jackie, what did you have?
But I had a huge Porterhouse, and Ratso was with us. And
Yeah.
Ratso had filet mignon,
Right.
and Kathy had Sam. John had a 3-pound lobster. Everybody had ordered these big things, and Scott ordered a big Porterhouse, and she was great.
Yeah. What did she say?
She came over and gave everybody their main courses.
And he's sitting
all
there
this
looking at
food on the table. She gets all the way around to him and goes, "Well, are you ready to order now?" And he's like,
What? What are you talking about?
I don't
I ordered what everybody else ordered.
Is that what he said? Give me an impression of what he said.
What's going on
He
here?
started off a little bit more low key.
Was he like a rabid dog?
He started getting.
He wrapped himself
He
up.
went 0 to 60.
He turned to me at one point,
I ordered dinner, right?
and I go, I really didn't pay attention.
No. We all went along with it
And he
pretty
looks at
well.
Jack and he goes,
Come on, tell them I ordered dinner. You tell them I ordered
I didn't hear you.
Then when I looked around the table and realized John was sitting at the table, that's when I knew.
Yes, I heard you didn't know.
Wow.
Did he know? He didn't know anything.
What happened was he said, "I want to put a house," and he reordered it, and she walked away. And he was upset, and then a few minutes later,
Because now he's thinking.
he saw her walk, because then she came walking over and put it in
But
front of him.
I knew before that.
Oh,
I
please.
I had knew.
He was.
I had knew before that.
My phone is like a magic 8-ball. I can predict the future.
He didn't know anything.
There was time enough that he was watching.
Right.
He was watching Mead and Johnny.
You know what's great about that? Because when you get there, you're so hungry. And now all of a sudden, all the people you wanted to eat with are all going to be eating, and you're going to get your food after they're done, and they're going to watch you
be in a
eat.
hurry.
And they're going to want to leave.
Yeah,
You were bumming out
They
heavily.
did the worst thing to me because I hate when that happens.
Oh, yeah.
When people get their food and you get yours last, you know, there's a mistake or something, or you got to send your food back. It's like, I don't even want to eat anymore.
See,
you know?
what went through his head is maybe John had grabbed the waitress and said, "You know what, that guy that just left, you know, it canceled his order because he changed his mind."
Right.
So it might have
So it could have been worse.
He knew there was something going on.
Yeah.
You know.
But the thing with Scott is that he always has that attitude of, why does this always happen to me? Nobody but me.
Why me?
I'm tired of being a jackass.
That was
But
cute.
you know what it is?
was cute.
It's
I
not.
wish I had been there for that.
It's not. Can we play a practical joke? Who can we do it on? It was like, what can we do to Scott?
Thanks.
It's not even an option.
Go for 3 days.
Were you really pissed?
No, I wasn't pissed.
Oh,
I was just annoyed. You know, I was like, you know.
Yeah, you were
It was like
pissed.
I was so tired and I was
There's
sitting
very
there
little
going,
difference between annoyed and
No,
pissed.
no, no.
What is pissed?
No, no.
Annoyed.
It was a combination of being hungry and tired and like,
And
and for a second I thought, maybe I didn't order the food, you know?
They don't remember. I don't recall. I got nicotine Alzheimer's.
So, like, like, how long did they make you wait for the food?
Oh, it was like
He came right
3
back.
minutes.
Yeah, right.
yeah, it wasn't long at all.
It was plenty long.
Long enough to get you steamed.
Head was red.
So he was pretty
Then all he
angry.
could talk
so
about was
mad.
how his food had to come out.
I mean, he was looking at me and
I know they ordered this food. Jackie, you saw me order the food.
And then while Jackie's sitting there eating his Porterhouse.
yeah, and Jackie was good because he just kept, I really don't know. Everybody kept,
I mean, I don't know.
nobody overacted. It was great.
You know what it was? Because we all had our food in front of us. So
Yeah.
we didn't have to sit around and act. It was like we just totally ignored him and started noshing. He was like drooling.
You mean you're not going to share that?
I was going to ask Jackie.
I wish I'd been there for that.
Yeah, Jackie could if he was a gentleman.
Cut his in half, and then when Mike
Here,
came,
take my Porterhouse.
Jackie ain't giving nobody anything. Trust me.
especially those oysters he ordered.
Oh, did he have oysters?
Oh, yeah, who's paying for it? Hey, I'm not paying.
Oh.
Per diem? All right.
Jackie was Mr. Sport out there.
Oh, was he?
You know, he got to know everybody in the restaurant. He was only there 2 days. The next thing I know, he's like, give me the usual.
Usual? How do you have a usual in 2 days?
We did.
What was the usual?
Give me the usual, Oscar.
Steak and eggs.
Bring it over.
Did you have any steak and eggs?
We took Miss Quivers to breakfast the second day, and there was nobody in the restaurant except us, so it was like, give us our regular table.
And what did you have, steak and eggs?
I had steak and eggs, and Laura said steak and eggs.
3 sunny side up, please.
It usually comes with 2 if you want a 3.
Oh, my God, you're such a pig.
Sunny
What was
side
that? Because the radio station was paying for it. Right. You would never even
Otherwise, I
order
would never have 3 eggs.
You wouldn't.
Steak and eggs. He's got
Steak and eggs.
steak and 3.
And you had steak the night before.
Otherwise, he has a McMuffin every day.
Jackie, you had steak the night before and you had to have steak for breakfast?
Norris and I were having steak and eggs, and that's what we were having.
Why does Norris have to come into it? We're talking about you.
I have to have it. Like elephants, trunk to tail.
Steak and egg.
Good.
So then I guess since you have to have what Fred has, you can make the same salary as him.
Yes.
Okay.
That's not fair.
These 2 guys argue over salary. I'm still not sure who makes more.
But that was funny. Yeah, the steak and eggs. 3 gushy sunny side up.
Oh,
yeah,
nice time.
Yellow running all over. Yellow running all over the steak.
It usually drips down his chin.
Oh.
He always gets it on his chin. Always. He always wears his food. Right down on the plane. I don't know how he got it, but it's like he got like 3 stains. Am I lying? Am I lying?
Get 3 stains on what?
Looked like a big chocolate stain down by his belly.
I think that was our hot fudge sundaes that were running out.
But there was like, and he goes, I don't know how this happened.
It happens because you're so busy shoveling it in. He's in a coma.
But it's funny. It's this guy in first class.
You were drunk.
I'm surprised Jackie didn't go up and move his bowels onto a tray.
I didn't see the stains. It looked like a pollock painting.
Oh, yeah? I wish I had been there for the torture of Scott, though. I missed it.
Priceless.
You don't like to hang out with
We'll do it again.
I know, you're right. If I knew that was going on, I might have.
That would have been worth the
They
trip.
should have clued you in.
Right. I wasn't in on that practical joke. He must have been steamed when a big fat guy gets mad about his food.
And everybody's got their head down. I live in a Porterhouse. Sitting there seething.
Jackie, you heard me. I live in a Porterhouse, right? No, I did. And what else did I order?
You gotta expect these things, you know.
It must have been fun.
You know, it didn't come as a real surprise.
I'll have another vodka and cranberry sauce. What? Where's my steak?
Scott finally gets waited on. The waitress is goofing on him.
Well, they're all actresses anyway. So
Right.
She did a good job.
Was she cute?
She was.
Yeah.
She was very cute.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Scott has to say she's ugly.
She was just all right.
This is
Scott
wife
was
of
like
the man.
Courtney Cox, but she was okay.
Yeah. Oh.
You know, Scott hangs around with such gorgeous
boy, I
women.
can't say a word.
She was
beautiful.
I was just ordering dinner. What good is it going to do me?
If I say she's good looking, it won't do me any good.
It's not like we get a free meal at this point.
Got your food, Baldy.
Maybe you see me. I was on the Tonight Show about 5 minutes ago.
Speaking of the Tonight Show, Scott was in the audience. You know, everybody got a big round of applause.
Yeah.
You know, John came in. Everybody started applauding.
Right.
And they saw Grillo and, you know, and that whole group. Scott's sitting there. Nobody knows who he is.
He holds up his cigarette.
He takes out a pack of cigarettes.
No.
You look, I'm smoking.
No. You got it all wrong.
What did you do, man? No one noticed
Well, we all walked in together.
I'm here, I'm Scott.
Here I am.
And you can spot him a mile away because he's the baldest guy in the room.
Right. The light is bouncing off that head.
We all walked in and some guy yells, "Do you have a cigarette?"
Oh, right.
We didn't hear that.
We were sitting across the room. All I saw was Scott waving a pack of cigarettes.
My fan recognized me, and I had to respond in some way. He's a Scott the Engineer man.
You will appreciate the subtle physical prop humor
Of the pack of cigarettes.
Yeah. I lit a match, but there was no smoking inside.
They would have carried it to the nth degree.
Exactly. I would have puffed in tribute to Jay.
While others were giving Jay a standing ovation, I would have smoked a cigarette.
A smoke salute.
I would have done a triple smoke ring. 21 puffs. I know the source of my humor. It's smoke.
What are you going to do if I ever stop smoking?
You won't. We know you're weak. Don't worry about it.
We have no fear.
The only time you're going to stop smoking is when you're in the box, 6 feet on the ground. I'm going to bury you with it. Yeah, we'll bury him with a cigarette in his mouth.
Under the eternal cigarette, like Kennedy.
We'll have it lit.